Mr. Dufresne, describe the confrontation you had with your wife the night she was murdered. It was very bitter. She said she was glad I knew, that she hated all the sneaking around. She told me she wanted a divorce in Reno. What was your response? I told her I would not grant one. I'll see you in hell before I see you in Reno. Those were your words, according to your neighbors. If they say so. I really don't remember. I was upset. What happened after you argued with your wife? She packed a bag. She packed a bag to go and stay with Mr. Quentin. Glenn Quentin, golf pro at the Snowden Hills Country Club. The man you had recently discovered was your wife's lover. Did you follow her? I went to a few bars first. Later I drove to his house to confront them, and they weren't home, so I parked in the turnout and waited. With what intention? I'm not sure. I was confused. Drunk. I think mostly I wanted to scare them. When they arrived, you went up to the house and murdered them. No. It was sobering up. I got back in the car and I drove home to sleep it off. Along the way, I stopped and I threw my gun into the Royal River. I feel I've been very clear on this point. Where I get hazy is where the cleaning woman shows up the following morning and finds your wife in bed with her lover, riddled with 38 caliber bullets. Does that strike you as a fantastic coincidence, or is it just me? Yes, it does. Yet you still maintain you threw your gun into the river before the murders took place. That's very convenient. It's the truth. The police dragged that river for 3 days and nary a gun was found. So there could be no comparison. Could be made between your gun and the bullets taken from the blood-stained corpses of the victims. And that also is very convenient, isn't it, Mr. Dufresne? Since I am innocent of this crime, I find it decidedly inconvenient that the gun was never found. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard all the evidence. We have the accused at the scene of the crime. We have footprints, tire tracks, bullets on the ground bearing his fingerprints, a broken bourbon bottle, likewise with fingerprints. And most of all, we have a beautiful young woman and her lover lying dead in each other's arms. They had sinned. But was their crime so great as to merit a death sentence? While you think about that, think about this. A revolver holds 6 bullets, not 8. I submit that this was not a hot-blooded crime of passion that at least could be understood, if not condoned. No, this was revenge of a much more brutal, cold-blooded nature. Consider this. 4 bullets per victim. Not 6 shots fired, but 8. That means he fired the gun empty and then stopped to reload. so that he could shoot each of them again. An extra bullet per lover, right in the head. You strike me as a particularly icy and remorseless man, Mr. Dufresne. It chills my blood just to look at you. By the power vested in me by the state of Maine, I hereby order you to serve 2 life sentences, back to back, one for each of your victims. So be it. Sit. We see by your file you've served 20 years of a life sentence. Yes, sir. You feel you've been rehabilitated? Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely. I mean, I've learned my lesson. I can honestly say that I'm a changed man. I'm no longer a danger to society. That's God's honest truth. Hey Red, how'd it go? Same old shit, different day. Yeah, I know how you feel. I'm up for rejection next week. Yeah, I got rejected last week. It happens. Hey Red, bump me a deck. Get the fuck out of my face, man. You're into me for 5 packs already. 4, 5. There must be a con like me in every prison in America. I'm the guy who can get it for you. Cigarettes, a bag of reefer, that's your thing. A bottle of brandy to celebrate your kid's high school graduation. Damn near anything with reason. Yes, sir, I'm a regular Sears and Roebuck. So when Andy Dufresne came to me in 1949 and asked me to smuggle in Rita Hayworth for him, I told him, no problem. Andy came to Shawshank Prison in early 1947 for murdering his wife and the fella she was banging. On the outside, he had been a vice president of a large Portland bank. Good work for a man as young as he was. Hey, Red.
You speak English, butt steak? You follow this officer.
Man, I've never seen a sour-looking heap of maggot shit in all my life.
Hey, Fish, come over here.
Taking bets today, Red?
smokes a corn. That is choice. Smokes. Put me down for 2. Alright, who's your horse? That little sack of shit. 8. He'll be first. Oh, bullshit, I'll take that action. You're out some smoke, son. If you're so smart, you call it. I'll take the, chubby fat ass there. 5th one. Put me down for a quarter deck. Fresh fish! Fresh fish today! Fresh fish! Ha ha ha! We're reeling in! I must admit, I didn't think much of Van did first time I laid eyes on him. Looked like a stiff breeze would blow him over. That was my first impression of the man. What do you say? That tall drink of water with the silver spoon up his ass. That guy? Never happened. 10 cigarettes. That's a rich bet. Alright, who's gonna prove me wrong? Haywood? Jinger? Skeets? Lord. 4 brave souls. Return to your cells for evening count. All prisoners return to your cell blocks for evening count. Turn right! Ice front! This is Mr. Hadley. He's captain of the guards. I'm Mr. Norton, the warden. You are convicted felons. That's why they sent you to me. Rule number 1. No blasphemy. I'll not have the Lord's name taken in vain in my prison. The rest of the rules will follow through as you go along. Any questions? When do we eat? You eat when we say you eat. You shit when we say you shit, and you piss when we say you piss. You got that, you maggot dick motherfucker? Oh! On your feet. I believe in 2 things. Discipline and the Bible. Here you'll receive both. Put your trust in the Lord. Your ass belongs to me. Unhook 'em! That's enough! Turn around. Move the in a cage. Turn around. Delouse him. Turn around. Move out of the cage. Pick up your clothes and Bible. Next man up. Turn around. Right. Go right. Right. First night's the toughest. No doubt about it. They march you in there. Naked as the day you were born. Skin burning and half blind from that delousing shit they put on you. And when they put you in that cell, those bars slam home, that's when you know it's for real. All life blown away in the blink of an eye. Most new fish come to madness the first night. Happens all the time. Somebody always breaks down crying. The only question is, who's it gonna be? It's as good a thing to bet on as any, I guess. I had my money on Andy Dufresne. Lights out! I remember my first night. Seems like a long time ago. Here, fish, scared of the dark. Bet you wish your daddy never dicked your mommy. You pork, want a pork chop? The boys always go fishing for newcomers. And they never stop till they reel someone in. Hey, fat ass! Fat ass! Talk to me, boy. I know you're there. I can hear you breathing. Don't you listen to these nitwits. You hear me? This place ain't so bad. Tell you what. I'll introduce you around. Make you feel right home. I know a couple big old bull queers that just love to make your acquaintance. Especially that big white mushy butt of yours. God, I don't belong here. We have a winner. I want to go home. And it's fat ass, Spinos. Fresh fish, fresh fish, fresh fish. Fresh fish, fresh fish, fresh fish. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want my mother. I had your mother. She wasn't that great. Fresh fish, fresh fish, fresh fish. What the Christ is this happy horse shit? He blasphemized. I'm telling the warden. You'll be telling him with my baton up your ass. Please, you gotta let me out of here. Where's your malfunction, you fat barrel of monkey spunk? Please, I ain't supposed to be here. Not me. I'm not gonna count to three. I'm not even gonna count to one. You will shut the fuck up or I'll sing you a lullaby. Shut up, man. Shut up. You don't understand. I'm not supposed to be here. Open that cell. I'm not supposed to be here either. They run this place like a fucking prison. I hear so much as a mouse fart in here the rest of the night, I swear by God and sending Jesus you all visit the infirmary. Every last motherfucker in here. All the trustees take a ton of shit to the infirmary. His first night in the joint, Andy Dufresne cost me 2 packs of cigarettes. He never made a sound. Open up! Tier 1, south clear. Tier 2, south clear. Tier 3, south clear. Right, move out! Are you gonna eat that? I hadn't planned on it. Do you mind? That's nice and ripe. Jake says thank you. Fell out of his nest over by the plate shop. I'm going to look after him until he's big enough to fly. Oh no, here he comes. Morning, fellas. Fine morning, isn't it? You know why it's a fine morning, don't you? Send them down. I want them lined up just like a pretty little chorus line. Yeah, look at that. Yes, Richmond, Virginia. Smell my ass. After he smells mine. Gee, Red, that's a shame about your horse coming in last and all, but I sure do love that winning horse of mine. I believe I owe that boy a big old sloppy kiss when I see him. Why don't you give him some of your cigarettes instead, lucky fuck? Hey, Tyrell, pulling furry duty this week? How's that horse of mine doing? Dead? Hadn't been busting his head out pretty good. Doc had gone home for the night. Poor bastard lay dead there till this morning. By then there was nothing we could do. What was his name? What did you say? Fast. I was just wondering if anyone knew what his name was. What the fuck do you care, new fish? Don't fucking matter what his name was, he's dead. Hey. Anybody come at you yet? Anybody get to you? Hey, we all need friends in here. I could be a friend to you. Hard to get. I like that. Andy kept pretty much to himself at first. I guess he had a lot on his mind. Trying to adapt to life on the inside. Wasn't until a month went by when he finally opened his mouth to say more than 2 words to somebody. As it turned out, that somebody was me. I'm Andy Dufresne, wife-killing banker. Why'd you do it? I didn't, since you asked. You're gonna fit right in. Everybody in here is innocent, don't you know that? Haywood, why are you in here? Didn't do it. Lawyer fucked me. Rumor has it, you're a real cold fish. Think your shit smells sweeter than most. Is that right? What do you think? Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't made up my mind. I understand you're a man who knows how to get things. I'm known to locate certain things from time to time. I wonder if you might get me a rock hammer. What? A rock hammer. What is it and why? What do you care? Well, for a toothbrush, I wouldn't ask. I'd quote a price. But a toothbrush is a non-lethal object, isn't it? Fair enough. A rock hammer is about 6 to 7 inches long. Looks like a miniature pickaxe. Pickaxe? For rocks. Quartz? Quartz. And some mica, shale, and limestone. So I'm a rock hound. At least I was in my old life, so I'd like to be one again. Or maybe you'd like to sink your toy into somebody's skull. No, I have no enemies here. No? Wait a while. Word gets around. The sisters have taken quite a liking to you. Especially dogs. I wonder if it would help to explain to them that I'm not a homosexual. Well, neither are they. You have to be human first. They don't qualify. Bold queers take by force. That's all they want or understand. If I were you, I'd grow eyes in the back of my head. Thanks for the advice. Well, that's free. You understand my concern? Well, if there's trouble, I won't use the rock hammer. And I guess you want to escape. Tunnel under the wall, maybe. Down to something? What's so funny? You'll understand when you see the rock hammer. What's an item like this usually go for? $7 in any rock or gem shop. My normal markup's 20%, but this is a specialty item. First goes up, price goes up. Let's make it an even $10. 10 it is. Waste of money if you ask me. What is that? Folks around this joint love surprise inspections. They find it, you're gonna lose it. They do catch you with it. You don't know me. Mention my name, we never do business again. Not for shoelaces or a stick of gum. You understand that? Understand. Thank you, Mr. Red. Name's Red. Fred. Why do they call you that? Maybe it's because I'm Irish. I could see why the boys took him for snobby. He had a quiet way about him, a walk and a talk that just wasn't normal around here. He strolled like a man in the park, without a care or worry in the world. Like he had on an invisible coat that would shield him from this place. Yeah, I guess it's fair to say. I like to end it right from the start. Go! Some of us have a sketch we want to keep. Red. Andy was right. I finally got the joke. It'd take a man about 600 years to tunnel their way under the wall with one of these. Book? Not today. Book? No. Brooks. Delivery for Dufresne. Book. And here's your book. Thanks. We're running low on hexite. Get on back and fetch up some. Get this in your eye, it'll blind you. Honey. Hush. That's it. Fight. Better that way. I wish I could tell you that Andy fought a good fight. The sisters let him be. I wish I could tell you that. But prison is no fairy tale world. He never said who did it, but we all knew. Things went on like that for a while. Prison life consists of routine, and then more routine. Every so often Andy would show up with fresh bruises. The sisters kept at him. Sometimes he was able to fight him off, sometimes not. That's how it went for Andy. That was his routine. I do believe those first 2 years were the worst for him. And I also believe that if things had gone on that way, this place would have gotten the best of him. But then, in the spring of 1949, the powers that be decided.
The roof of the license plate factory needs resurfacing. I need a dozen volunteers for a week's work. As you know, special detail carries with it special privileges.
It was outdoor detail, and May is one damn fine month to be working outside. More than 100 men volunteered for the job.
Wallace E. Unger, Ellis Redding,
Wouldn't you know it? Me and some fellows I knew were among the names called.
Andrew Dufresne.
It only cost us a pack of smokes per man. I made my usual 20%, of course.
So this big shot lawyer calls me long distance from Texas, and I say, yeah. And he says, I'm sorry to inform you, but your brother died. Oh, damn, Byron, I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm not. He was an asshole. Ran off years ago. Figured him dead anyway. So this lawyer fellow says to me, your brother died a rich man. Oil wells and shit. Close to $1 million. Fucking incredible how lucky some asshole get. You didn't see any of that? 30,000. That's what he left me. Dollars? Yep. Holy shit, that's like winning the sweepstakes. Dumb shit. What do you think the government's gonna do to me? Take a big wet bite of my ass is what? Poor Byron. Terrible fucking luck, huh? Crime shame. Yeah, some people really got awful. Andy, you nuts? Keep your eyes on your own mouth, man. You'll pay some tax, but you'll still end up, maybe have to buy a new car, and then what? Gotta pay tax on the car, repair, maintenance, goddamn kids testing to take them for a ride all the time. And at the end of the year, if you figure your tax wrong, you gotta pay it out of your own pocket. I tell you, Uncle Sam puts his hand in your shirt and squeezes your tit till it turns purple. Andy! Getting himself killed. Guitaring. Some brother. Shit. Hey! Mr. Hadley, do you trust your wife? Oh, that's funny. You look even funnier sucking my dick with no teeth. What I mean is, you think she'd go behind your back trying to hamstring you? Alright, that's it. Step aside, Mert, this fucker's having himself an accident. Because if you do trust, there's no reason you can't keep that 35,000. What did you say? 35,000. 35,000. All of it. All of it? Every penny. You better start making sense. If you want to keep all that money, give it to your wife. The IRS allows a one-time only gift to your spouse for up to 60,000. Bullshit! Tax-free? Tax-free. IRS can't touch 1 cent. Or that smart banker who killed his wife. Why should I believe a smart banker like you? Fucking end up here with you? It's perfectly legal. That's the IRS. They'll tell you the same thing. Actually, I feel pretty stupid telling you this. I'm sure you would have investigated this matter yourself. Ah, fucking A. I don't need no smart-mouth banker telling me where the bear shit in the buckwheat. Of course not. But you do need someone to set it up for you. That'll cost you. A lawyer, for example. Bunch of ball-washing bastards. I suppose I could set it up for you. That would save you some money. You get the forms, I'll prepare them for you. Nearly free of charge. I'd only ask for 3 beers apiece for each of my co-workers. Co-workers? Damn, that's rich. I think a man working outdoors feels more like a man if he can have a bottle of suds. It's only my opinion, sir. What are you Jimmy staring at? Back to work! And that's how it came to be. Set up my second to last day on the job. The convict crew that tarred the factory roof in the spring of '49. Wound up sitting in a row at 10 in the morning, drinking icy cold beer, courtesy of the hottest screw that ever walked. A turn at Shawshank State Prison. Drink up while it's cold, ladies. The
colossal prick even managed to sound magnanimous. He sat and drank with the sun on our shoulders and felt like free men. Hell, we could have even been tying the roof of our old houses. We were the lords of all creation. As for Andy, he spent that break hunkered in the shade. A strange little smile on his face, watching us drink his beer. Hey Andy, want a cold one? No thanks, I gave up drinking. You could argue he did it to curry favor with the god. Or make friends of us cons. Me? I think he did it just to feel normal again. If only for a short while. King me. Chess. Well, there's a game of kings. What? Civilized, strategic, and a total fucking mystery. I hate it. Maybe let me teach you someday. We could get a board together. Hey, you're talking to the right guy. I'm the guy who can get it for you. We might do business on a board. I want to carve the pieces myself. One side in soapstone, the other side in alabaster. What do you think? I think it'll take years. The years I got, what I don't have are the rocks. Pickings are pretty slim in the yard. Pebbles, mostly. Andy, we getting to be kinda friends, aren't we? Yeah, I guess. Can I ask you something? Sure. Why'd you do it? I'm innocent, Red. Just like everyone else in here. What are you in for? Murder. Same as you. Innocent? I'm the only guilty man in Shawshank.
Canary. How did you know? I don't know. So you don't know?
Hey, Red. Wait. This is my favorite part. I love when she does that shit with that hair. I know I've seen this movie 3 times. God, I love it. I understand you're a man who knows how to get things. I've known to locate certain things from time to time. What do you want? Rita Hayworth. What? Can you get her? Might take a few weeks. Weeks? Weeks? Oh yeah, Andy. I don't have it stuck down my pants, I regret to say. I'll get her. Relax. You think?
No, I wanted to say that was surprise too.
Hang on, dear. Have to sit down.
You did my work.
Get out. I kind of change the reels. I said, fuck off! Ain't she gonna scream? Let's get this over with. Oh, he broke my fucking nose! Now, I'm gonna open my fly, and you're gonna swallow what I give you to swallow. Anything you put in my mouth, you're gonna lose. Oh, no, you don't understand. You do that, and I'll put all 8 inches of this steel in your ear. Alright? But you should know that some serious brain injury causes the victim to bite down hard. In fact, I hear the bite reflex is so strong, they have to pry the victim's jaws open with a crowbar. Where do you get this shit? I read it. You know how to read? Ignorant fuck. Honey, you shouldn't. Boggs didn't put his cock in his mouth. And neither did his friend. What they did do was feed him within an inch of his life. And it spent a month in the infirmary. Boggs spent a week in the hole. Time's up, Boggs. It's your will, boss. What? Where's he going? Grab his ankle. No! No! Help me, God! Two things never happened again after that day. The sisters never laid a hand on Andy again, and Boggs never walked again. They transferred him to a minimum security hospital upstate. To my knowledge, he lived out the rest of his days drinking his food through a straw. I'm thinking Andy could use a nice welcome back present when he gets back. It sounds good to us. Figure we owe him that much after the beer. Man likes to play chess. Let's get him some rocks. Guys, I got one, look. Hey, well, that isn't soapstone, and it ain't alabaster either. What are you, a fucking geologist? No, he's right, it ain't. Well, then what the hell is it? Horse apple. Bullshit. No horse shit. Petrified. Oh, Jesus. God damn. Despite a few hitches, the boys came through in fine style. And by the weekend, he was due back. We had enough rocks saved up to keep him busy till rapture. Also got a big shipment in that week. Cigarettes, chewing gum, sipping whiskey, playing cards with naked ladies on them, you name it. And of course, the most important item, Rita Hayworth herself. On your feet. Turn around. Turn around, face the warden. Pleased to see you reading this. Any favorite passages? Watch ye therefore ye not know when the master of the house cometh. Mark 13:35. I've always liked that one. But I prefer, I am the light of the world. Ye that followeth me shall have the light of life. John 8:12. I hear you're good with numbers. How nice. A man should have a skill. Want to explain this? It's a rock blanket. It's for shaking and polishing rocks. Little hobby of mine. It's pretty clean. Some contraband here, but nothing to get in a twist over. Can't say I approve of this, but I suppose exceptions can be made. Lock 'em up! Almost forgot. Hate to deprive you of this. Salvation lies within. Yes, sir. Tossing cells was just an excuse. Truth is, Norton wanted to size Andy up. My wife made that in church group. Very nice, sir. Do you enjoy working in the laundry? No, sir, not especially. Perhaps we can find something more befitting for a man of your education. Hey, Jake, where's Brooks? Andy, I thought I heard you out here. Been reassigned to you. I know, they told me. Ain't that a kick in the head? Well, I'll give you the darn tour. Well, here it is. Shawshank Prison Library. National Geographic. Reader's Digest. Condensed books. And Louis Lamar. Book Magazine. Earl Stanley Magazine. Earl Star Gardener. Every evening I load up the cart and make my rounds. I earn the names on this clipboard here. Easy peasy, Jackson easy. Any questions? Brooks, how long have you been a librarian? I come here in 05 and they made me a librarian in 1912. In all that time, have you ever had an assistant? No, not much to it, really. Then why me? Why now? Oh, I don't know. But it'd be nice to have some company down here for a change. Define! That's him. I'm Deacon. I was thinking about setting up some kind of trust fund for my kids' education. I see. Well, why don't we have a seat and talk it over? Brooks. Do you have a piece of paper and a pencil? So, Mr. Deacon.
And then Andy says, Mr. Deacon, do you want your kids to go to Harvard or Yale? He didn't say that.
God is my witness.
Deacon just blinked for a second, then he laughed himself silly and actually shook Andy's hand. My ass. Shook his hand. I tell you, I near soiled myself. All we needed was a suit and tie and a jiggly hula gal on his desk. He'd have been Mr. Dufresne, if you please. Making a few friends, huh, Andy? Well, I wouldn't say friends. I'm a convicted murderer who provides sound financial planning. It's a wonderful pet to have. Got you out of the laundry, though. Might do more than that. How about expanding the library? Get some new books. If you ask for something, ask for a pool table. How do you expect to do that? I mean, get new books in here, Mr. Dufresne, if you please. I'll ask the warden for funds. Son. 6 wardens have been through here in my tenure, and I've learned one immutable, universal truth. Not one born whose asshole would pucker up tighter than a snare drum when you ask for funds. Budget stretched as thin as it is. I see. Maybe I could write the state senate and request funds from them. As far as I'm concerned, they have only 3 ways to spend the taxpayers' money for prisons. More walls, more bars, more guards. Still, I'd like to try. With your permission, I'll write a letter a week. They can't ignore me forever. Sure can. But you can write your letters if it makes you happy. I'll even mail them for you. How's that?
And so, Andy started writing a letter a week, just like he said. And just like Norton said, Andy got no reply. The following April, he did tax returns for half the gods at Shawshank. The year after that, he did them all, including the wardens. Year after that, they rescheduled the intramural season to coincide with tax season. The guards on the opposing teams all remembered to bring their W-2s. So, Moresby Prison issued a gun, but you paid for it. Damn right, holster too. That's tax deductible. You can write that off. Yes, sir, and it was a regular cottage industry. In fact, it got so busy at tax times, he was allowed to staff. Brad, can you hand me that stack of W-2s? Got me out of the wood shop for a month a year, and that was just fine by me. And he still kept sending those letters. Right. Andy. Brooks. Calm down. Brooks. Calm down. Calm the fuck down. Stay back, goddammit! Stay back! What's going on? One thing he's fine, then out come the knives. Brooks, we can talk about this, right? There's nothing to talk about, goddammit! I'm gonna cut his fucking throat! Haywood? What's he done to you? That's what they done.
I have no choice. Brooks, not gonna hurt Haywood. We all know that. Even Haywood knows that. You know that, right, Haywood? You know that, right, Haywood? Yeah, sure. I know that. You know why you're not gonna hurt him? Because he's a friend of yours, and because Brooks Hatland is a reasonable man. That's right. So put the knife down. Look at me. Brooks, put the knife down. Look at his neck. For God's sake, he is bleeding. The only way they let me stay. Come on. This is crazy. I don't want to do this. Put down. Take it easy. You'll be alright. Him? What about me? Where did the old fool goddamn near cut my throat? Oh shit, Haywood. That worse than shaving. What the hell did you do to set him off anyway? I didn't do nothing. I come in here to say fare thee well. Ain't you heard? His parole's come through. Still don't understand what happened in there. Old man's crazy as a rat in a tin shithouse. Haywood, that's enough out of you. Heard he had you shit your pants. Fuck you. Oh, Haywood, come on. Brooks ain't no rat. He's just institutionalized. Institutionalized my ass. The man's been in here for 50 years. 50 years. In here, he's an important man. He's an educated man. Outside, in the real world, he's nothing. Just a used-up con with arthritis in both his hands. Probably couldn't get a library card if he wanted to. Brad, you're talking out of your ass. Okay, maybe I'm talking out of my ass. But I tell you, these walls are funny. First you hate them, then you get used to them. In fact, sometimes you get so dependent on them. That's institutionalized. Shit, I couldn't get like that. Oh yeah? Well, wait till you've been here as long as Brooks. Goddamn right. Send you here for life? That's exactly what they'll take. Part that counts, anyway. I can't take care of you anymore, Jake. Go on. You're free. You're free. Dear fellas, I cannot believe how fast things are on the outside. I saw an automobile once when I was a kid, but now they're everywhere. The world went and got itself in a big damn hurry. The parole board got me into this halfway house called the Brewer. And a job. Bagging groceries at the foodway. It's hard work, and I try to keep up, but my hands hurt most of the time. Make sure your man double bags. Last time he didn't double bag and the thing came out. Double bag like the lady said. I don't think the store manager likes me very much. Sometimes after work, I go to the park and feed the birds. I keep thinking Jake might just show up and say hello, but he never does. I hope wherever he is, he's doing okay and making new friends. I have trouble sleeping at night. I have bad dreams, like I'm falling. And I wake up in the middle of the night scared. Sometimes it takes me a while to remember where I am. Maybe I should get a gun and rob the foodway so they'd send me home. I could shoot the manager while I was at it. It'd be sort of like a bonus. Maybe I'm too old for that kind of nonsense anymore. I don't like it here. I'm tired of being afraid all the time. I've decided not to stay. I doubt they'll kick up any fuss. Not for an old crook like me. I doubt they'll kick up any fuss. Not from a crook like me. P.S. Tell Hayward I'm sorry I put a knife to his neck. No hard feelings, Brooke. He should have died in here. What the fuck have you done? It's a goddamn mess, I'll tell you for that. What is all this? You tell me fucks that they're all addressed to you. Here. Dear Mrs. Frame, in response to your repeated inquiries, the state has allocated the enclosed funds for your library project. This is $200. In addition, the library district has generously responded with a donation of used books and sundries. We trust this will fill your needs. We consider the matter closed. Please stop sending us letters. I want this all cleared out before the warden gets back. years. From now on, I'll write 2 letters a week instead of 1. I believe you're crazy enough. Now you better get all this stuff out of here, like the captain said. When I come back, this is all gone, right? I've got to go pinch a loaf. When I come back, this is all gone, right? Yes, sir. Andy, you sure about it? Andy, you sure about it? You're free! Open up! Andy! Andy, let me out! I have no idea what those 2 Italian birds were saying about it. Truth is, I don't want to know. Some things are better left unsaid. I like to think they were thinking about something so beautiful. It makes your heart ache because of it. I'll tell you, those forces soar high and far of it. Anybody in a great place there is dream. It's like some beautiful bird acted like that, and makes those walls dissolve away. And for the briefest of moments, every last man of Shawshank fell free. It tipped the warden off something awful. Open the door! Open it up! You're free! Open this door! I am warning you, Dufresne! Turn that off! Dufresne! You're mine now. On your feet! And it's been 2 weeks in the hole for that little stunt. Hey, look who's here. Maestro! Couldn't play something good, huh? Like, Hank Williams. I broke the door down before I could take requests. Was it worth the 2 weeks? Easiest time I've ever done. Oh, bullshit. No such thing as an easy time in the hole. Week in the hole is like a month. Damn straight. I had Mr. Mozart to keep me company. So they let you take that record player down there. Uh-huh. It was in here. And here, they can't get that from you. That's the beauty of music. They can't get that from you. Haven't you ever felt that way about music? I played the harmonica as a younger man. Lost interest in it, though. Didn't make much sense in here. Here's where it makes the most sense. You need it so you don't forget. Forget what? Forget that there are places in the world that aren't made out of stone, that there's something inside they can't get to, that they can't touch. That's yours. What are you talking about? Hope. Hope. Let me tell you something, my friend. Hope is a dangerous thing. Hope can drive a man insane. It's got no use on the inside. You gotta get used to that idea. Like Brooks did. Sit down. It says here you've served 30 years of a life sentence. Yes, sir. Feel you've been rehabilitated? Oh, yes, sir. Without a doubt. Can honestly say I'm a changed man. I'm no longer a danger to society. That's God's honest truth. Absolutely rehabilitated. Years. Jesus, when you say it like that, I wonder where it went. I wonder where 10 years went. Here. Little parole rejection in the present. Had to go through one of your competitors to get it. Hope you don't mind. I wanted it to be a surprise. It's very pretty. Thank you. You want to play it? No. Not now. Lights out. And it was as good as his word. He wrote 2 letters a week instead of 1. In 1959, the state senate finally clued into the fact they couldn't buy him off with just a $200 check. Appropriations Committee voted an annual payment of $500 just to shut him up. And you'd be amazed how far he could stretch it. He made deals with book clubs, charity groups, brought remainder books by the pound. Treasure Island, Robert Louis Stevenson, fiction, adventure. What's next? I got here auto repair and soap carving. Trade skills and hobbies. Under educational behind you. The Count of Monte Cristo. That's Cristo, you dumb shit. Alexandri. Dumbass. 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 Well, that's about? You'd like it. It's about a prison break. Well, we ought to file that under educational too, oughtn't we? The rest of us did our best to pitch in, when and where we could. By the year Kennedy was shot, Andy had transformed the storage room of the smell of turpentine into the best prison library in New England, complete with a fine set of Hank Williams.
That was also the year when Warden Norton instituted his famous Inside Out program. You may remember reading about it. It made the papers and got its picture in Look magazine. It's no free ride, but rather a genuine progressive advance in corrections and rehabilitation. Our inmates, properly supervised, will be put to work outside these walls, performing all manner of public service. These men will learn the value of an honest day's labor while providing a service to the community, and at a bare minimum of expense to Mr. and Mrs. John Q. Taxpayer.
Of course, Norton failed to mention to the press that bare minimum of expense is a fair release term. There are 100 different ways to skim off the top. Men, materials, you name it, and oh my lord, how the money rolled in. If this keeps up, you'll put me out of business. This poor slave labor can underbid any contractor in town. Add we're providing a valuable community service. It's fine for the papers, but I've got a family to feed. Sam, we go back a long way. I need this highway contract. I don't get it and I go under. That's a fact. You have some of this fine pie my missus made special for you. Think about that. Dad, I wouldn't worry too much about this contract. I already got my boys committed elsewhere. You be sure and thank Macy for this fine pie. And behind every shaded deal, behind every penny earned, there was Andy, keeping the books. Two deposits, Maine National, New England First. Night drops as always, sir. Get my stuff down in the laundry. 2 suits for dry. I clean and a bag of whatnot. If they overstarch my shirts again, they'll hear from me. How do I look? Very nice, sir. Big charity to do up Portland Way. Governor will be there. Want the rest of this? Woman can't bake worth shit. Thank you, sir. He's got his fingers in a lot of pies from what I hear. He's got skills you haven't even dreamed of. Kickbacks on his kickback. A river of dirty money running through this place. Problem with having all that money is sooner or later I have to explain where it all came from. That's where I come in. I channel it, filter it, funnel it. Stock, securities, tax-free municipals. I send it into the real world. And when it comes back, clean as a virgin's honey pot. Cleaner. By the time the warden retires, I've made him a millionaire. If they ever catch on, he'll wind up here wearing a number himself. But you had a little more faith in me than that. Oh, I know you're good. Oh, I know you're good.
But all that paper leaves a trail. Now, anybody gets curious, FBI or IRS, whatever, it's gonna lead to someone. Sure is, but not to me. Certainly not to the warden. Alright, who? Randall Stevens. Who? The silent partner. He's the guilty one. The man with the bank account. It's where the filtering process starts. They trace anything, or I'll just lead to him. But who is he? He's a phantom. An apparition. Second cousin to Heart of the Rabbit. I conjured him up out of thin air. Doesn't exist. Except on paper. Andy, you can't just make a person up. Sure you can, if you know how the system works. It's amazing what you can accomplish by mail. Mr. Stevens has a birth certificate, driver's license, social security number. You're shitting me. If they ever end up tracing my account, they'll end up chasing a figment of my imagination. Well, I'll be damned. Did I say you were good? Shit, you are Rembrandt. The funny thing is, from the outside, I was an honest man. Straight as an arrow. I had to come to prison to become a crook. Ah!
Ever bother you? I don't run the scam thread. I just process the profits. Fine line, maybe, but I also built that library and used it to help guys get their high school diploma. Why do you think the warden lets me do all that? Keeps you happy in doing the laundry. Money instead of sheets. Well, I work cheap, that's the trade-off. Tommy Williams came to Shawshank in 1965 on a 2-year stretch for B&E. That's breaking and entering to you. Cops caught him sneaking TV sets out the back door of a J.C. Penney. Young punk. Mr. Rock and Roll. Cocky as hell. Come on, boys! Throw my glasses! Make me look bad! We liked him immediately. So, I'm backing out the door, and I got the TV like this. Big old thing. I couldn't see shit. Then I hear a voice. This voice, "Freeze, kid, hands in the air." I was standing there, holding on to that TV. Finally, the voice says, "Hear what I said, boy?" I say, "Yes, sir, I sure did. But if I drop this fucking thing, you got me on destruction of property, too." You done some stretch and Cashman, right? Yeah, that was an easy piece of time, let me tell you. Weekend furloughs, work programs, not like here. Sounds like you done time over. Yeah, I've been in and out since I was 13. You name the place, chances are I've been there. Perhaps you should try a new profession. What? What I mean is, you don't seem like a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else. Yeah, what the hell you know about it, Capone? What are you in here for? Me? A lawyer fucked me. Everybody in here is innocent, don't you know that? out. Tommy had himself a nice young wife and a new baby girl. Maybe it was the thought of them on the street, or his child growing up not knowing her daddy. Whatever it was, something lit a fire under that boy's ass. I was thinking maybe trying for my high school equivalency. Maybe helped a couple fellas with that. I don't waste my time with losers, Tommy. But I ain't no goddamn loser. You mean that? Yeah. Do you really mean that? Yes, sir, I do. Okay. If we do this, we're gonna study for it. Full way. 100%. Nothing half-assed. Yes, sir, the thing is, I don't read so good. Well, what? You don't read so well. We'll get to that. R-R-S-S-T. So Andy took Tommy under his wing, started walking him through his ABCs. U, C, C. Tommy took to it pretty well. Boy found brains he never knew he had. Before long, Andy started him on his course requirements. He really liked the kid. Gave him a thrill to help a youngster crawl off the shit heap. But that wasn't the only reason. Prison time is slow time, so you do what you can to keep going. Some fellows collect stamps, others build matchstick houses. Andy built a library. Now he needed a new project. Tommy was it. It was the same reason he spent all those years shaping and polishing those rocks. Same reason he hung up all those girly posters. In prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. By 1966, right about the time Tommy was getting ready to take his exams, it was lovely Raquel. Tom. Well, it's for shit. Wasted a whole fucking year of my time with this bullshit. It's probably not as bad as you think. Worse. And get a fucking thing right, might as well have been in Chinese. Let's just see how the score comes out. I'll tell you how the goddamn score comes out. 2 points, right there. So there's your goddamn score. Goddamn cats climbing up trees. 5 times 5 is 25. Fuck this place! Fuck it! Feel bad. I let him down. Oh, that's crap, kid. He's proud of you. We've been friends for years. I know him as good as any. He's a smart fella, isn't he? Yeah, smart as they come. He was a banker on the outside. What's he in for, anyway? Murder? The hell you say? You wouldn't think it to look at the man. Caught his wife in bed with some golf pro, greased them both. What About 4 years ago, I was in Thomaston on a 2 to 3 stretch. I stole a car. It was a dumb fuck thing to do. About 6 months left to go. I get a new cellmate in. Elmo Blatch. Big, twitchy fucker. Kind of room you pray you don't get, you know what I'm saying? 6 to 12, armed burglary. Said he pulled hundreds of jobs. Hard to believe how strong he was. He took a loud fart. He jumped 3 feet in the air. Talked all the time, too. I mean, he never shut up. Places he'd been in, jobs he pulled, women he fucked, even people he killed. People who gave him shit. That's how he put it. So, one night, like a joke, I say to him, "Yeah, Elmo, who did you kill?" So he says, "About 15 years ago, I got me this job one time, bussing tables at a country club, so I could case all these big rich pricks that come in. So I pick out this one guy. So one night, he wakes up and gives me shit. So I killed him. Him and this tasty bitch he was with." And that's the best part. She's fucking this Trixie. This golf pro, but she married some other guy. Some hot-shot banker. And he's the one they pinned it on. I have to say that's the most amazing story I've ever heard. What amazes me most is how you were taken in by it. Sir? It's obvious this fellow Williams is impressed with you. He hears your tale of woe and naturally wants to cheer you up. He's young, not terribly bright. It's not surprising he wouldn't know what a state he put you in. Sir, he's telling the truth. Let's say for a moment this Blatch does exist. You think he'd just fall to his knees and cry, "Yes, I did it. I confess. By the way, had a life term to my sentence. With Tommy's testimony, I can get a new trial." That's assuming Blatch is even still there. Chances are he'd be released by now. They'd have his last known address. It's a chance, isn't it? How can you be so obtuse? What did you call me? Obtuse. Isn't it deliberate? Son, you're forgetting yourself. The country club will have his old time cards, records, W-2s with his name on them. If you want to indulge this fantasy, it's your business. Don't make it mine. This meeting is over. Sir, if I got out, I'd never mention what happened here. I'd be indictable as you for laundering that money. Don't you ever mention money to me again, you sorry son of a bitch. Not in this office, not anywhere. Get in here now. I just wanted to set your mind at ease, sir, that's all.
Solitary a month? What's the matter with you? Get him out of here. This is my chance to get out. Don't you see that? It's my life, understand? Get him out. Get him out! A month in the hole. That's the longest damn stretch I've ever heard. It's all my fault. Oh, bullshit. You didn't pull the trigger or convict him. Red, are you saying that Andy is innocent? Like, for real innocent? It sure looks that way. Sweet Jesus. How long has he been here now? 1947. What is that? 19 years? Thomas Williams. What you got? Board of Education. That son of a bitch, he nailed it. Like he did. You gonna open it or stand there with a thumb up your butt? Thumb up my butt sounds better. Hey, Steve, come on, give me that shithead. Floyd! Fred, come on, will you throw that away, please? Well, shit. Kid passed. C+ average. Thought you'd like to know. Warden wants to talk. Tommy, I'm asking you to keep this conversation between us. I feel awkward enough as it is. We got a situation here. I think you can appreciate that. Yes, sir. I sure can. I tell you, son, this thing really came along and knocked my wind out. Got me up nights. That's the truth. The right thing to do. Sometimes it's hard to know what that is. Do you understand? I need your help, son. If I'm going to move on this, there can't be the littlest shred of doubt. I have to know if what you told Dufresne is the truth. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Will you be willing to swear before a judge and jury, having placed your hand on the good book and taken an oath before Almighty God Himself? After what Andy did for me, you just give me that chance. That's what I thought. I'm sure by now you've heard terrible things. A man that young, less than a year to go, trying to escape. Crow Captain had at least heart to shoot him. Truly it did. We just have to put it behind us. Move on. I'm done. Everything stops. Get someone else to run your scams. Nothing stops. Nothing. For you will do the hardest time there is. No more protection from the guards. We'll put you out of that one Hilton
and cast you down with the sodomites. You'll think you've been fucked by a train. And the library? Gone. Sealed off brick by brick. We'll have this little book barbecue in the yard. They'll see the flames for miles. We'll dance around it like wild engines. You understand me? Catching my drift? Or am I being obtuse? Give them another month to think about it.
My wife used to say I'm a hard man to know, like a closed book. Complained about it all the time. She was beautiful. God, I loved her. I just didn't know how to show it, that's all. I killed her, Red. I didn't pull the trigger, but I drove her away. That's why she died, because of me. The way I am. That don't make you a murderer. Bad husband, maybe. You feel bad about it if you want, but you didn't pull the trigger. No, I didn't. Somebody else did. And I wound up in here. Bad luck, I guess. It floats around. It's gotta land on somebody. It was my turn, that's all. I was in the path of the tornado. I just didn't expect the storm would last as long as it has. Think you'll ever get out of here? Me? Yeah. One day, when I got a long white beard, and 2 or 3 marbles roll around upstairs, they'll let me out. I tell you where I'd go. See Watson Ale. Say what? See Watson Ale. It's in Mexico. Little place in the Pacific Ocean. You know what the Mexicans say about the Pacific? Say it has no memory. That's where I want to live the rest of my life. A warm place. No memory. Open up a little hotel right on the beach. Buy some worthless old boat and fix it up new. Take my guests out charter fishing. See what's now. In a place like that, I could use a man that knows how to get things. I don't think I could make it on the outside, Andy. I've been in here most of my life. I'm an institutional man now. Just like Brooks was. You underestimate yourself. I don't think so. And here, I'm the guy who can get things. It's for you, sure. Outside, all you need is the yellow pages. Hell, I wouldn't know where to start. Pacific Ocean? Shit. Scare me to death. Something that big. Not me. I didn't shoot my wife and I didn't shoot her lover. Whatever mistakes I made, I've paid for them. And then some. That hotel, that boat, I don't think that's too much to ask. I don't think you ought to be doing this to yourself, yourself, Andy. This is just shitty pipe dreams. I mean, Mexico is way the hell down there, and you're in here, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, right. That's the way it is. It's down there, and I'm in here. Guess it comes down on a simple choice. Get busy living, or get busy dying. Andy. Red. If you ever get out of here, do me a favor. Sure, Andy. Anything. There's a big hayfield in Buxton. You know where Buxton is? There's a lot of hayfields in Buxton. One in particular. It's got a long rock wall. There's a big oak tree at the north end. Looks like something out of a Robert Frost poem. That's where I asked my wife to marry me. We went there for a picnic and made love under that oak. And I asked and she said yes. Promise me, Red, if you ever get out, find that spot. At the base of that wall, there's a rock that has no earthly business in Maine. Piece of black, volcanic glass. Something buried under it I want you to have. What, Andy? What's buried under there? You'll have to pry it up to see.